Hey, I'm going to show you today how you can use AI to build applications to solve simple solutions or hard solutions, whatever it is that you need to improve your processes and help people for a business, whether you're doing it for business or personal reasons, right? I want to walk you through this process. So first off, we're going to use a tool today called Codium, and we're going to use Windsurf. So I'm going to show this about. So this is what we're doing. This is Windsurf through Codium, Codeium. So we're going to start here. We're going to start with a new project. And I'm just put in the chat, I would like to start a new project. So when we ask it, what do you want it to do? So you can tell it what programming language, what's the functionality of your project, and what you're going to do. So we're going to go out and say, we want to create a, let's just make something up. We're going to create a program that can search through a document to find the keyword that was provided by the user. So it's going to do its magic. And then you're going to just, prompt it for things and tell it, just talk through with it exactly how you want this to work. So I'm going to tell it we're going to upload a document. We have to decide whether or not we would want the document to be stored in a database so we have it for historical purposes, or if this is just a one-time use. Why would you use this? I have no idea. Does it even make sense? I don't know. Maybe you have a big repository or a giant document and you don't want to F5 through it, or you don't want to open it, whatever it would be. So basically, it's going to, answer any questions. It's going to build this GUI, select files, the dialog, search for the functionality, results. And so we're going to say, yep, that's what we're going to do. So here we go. So let's go select a document. We would run this, select the document. Let's just find a document. Out there. Let's see if we can find something that's generic. These are just different things. Let's see what this does. This is a text file, so it's not a Word document. Say the word that we're looking for is I didn't find it. So there you go. So now you can say, oh, that wasn't very good. It didn't, I want it to explain to me if I want to use partial characters, whatever. So you would just then talk about, come back over here and say, can you include the a help message on the screen to explain how to use wildcards in the search. And it does it again. So this is really just kind of off the cuff, trying to figure out just anything that you do. And so the glory of this, right, is what if you are in a niche, or you have a niche and you are talking to somebody and they're like, oh, I struggle with trying to keep all of my contacts in this software and then in that software and then this, and this, right? So you end up, using this tool for this tool for this. What if you could bridge a gap? Because this can write APIs. This can, do all of these different types of interactions with other tools. So you could say, maybe, could you write me a little application that goes in between this calendar and this calendar so that it can merge them together, whatever, the possibilities are unlimited. So anyway, let's go out and see if we can select a document again. I'm going to go ahead and select this again. I don't even know what this document is. And I'm going to say the word the. Let's see if then is a, nope, didn't find then. Let's see if it finds now the. Didn't find the. Seems like it might not be working right. So that's a good thing, right? So we have our document selected. Let's say it doesn't seem to be finding. So we accept those. The search. Oh. Let's find a document that I know. Actually, let's find something in that document that actually has something in it. Let's find. Let's find an actual document that we might have out here somewhere. Let's do a due diligence. So now let's go back to our select a new document. Let's go find that due diligence document. Let's see. Due diligence. Let's find a word. Permission denied. I think it's because I have it open. So let's get rid of that. Let's say search. Wonder if it doesn't. This is a perfect example, right? So we're going to go through all of this and we're going to say, here's the things that we definitely want to fix in our application. So had we done this, right? So we're going to open this due diligence again, and we're going to say search for analysts. And it says it can't do it. It doesn't like it, whatever. So we just come back over here to it and we say, when opening a Word document, it is not finding any results. I am getting this error. And you see it's going to fix the code. So it's just literally, if any of you have been a programmer in the past and you've worked in an agile environment where you write a story, you give it to the programmer, they go back and do it, they come back, you test it, you find these errors, or you say, oh, I forgot when I was telling you about this application that I wanted it to do this, right? So all of that stuff is just usually it's a 2-week process, right? So you work for 2 weeks, they go back, they code it, they come up to you, they present it, and you go, oh gosh, sorry. And then they say, okay, well, you need to write us another story, give us more instructions, right, on how to do this, and try again, right? And then you just go back. That's how application development is and how it goes and how it lasts for such a long time. So one of the things that's so amazing about this is this literally takes all of that out. Is it perfect? No, not in any way, shape, or form, right? It's not going to be perfect. However, what it does do, right, is it kind of takes you through that process much faster and much easier, right? So we're not having to talk to somebody, try to explain to them what we want to do, and then have them have to try to figure it out. they are actually able, I don't know if I even have the right one running. So let me run it. There it is. That's why I knew we got a fresh one, because it's not disappearing. So let's choose our document. Let's go get our due diligence. Open that one. Let's see if it'll work now. There we go. It found one. So not super helpful unless maybe there was some obscure word and you didn't want to have to open the document and do a find. You could maybe do it this way. I don't really know what the purpose of this would be, but I just want to show you that anything that you do, maybe you're a type of person that has to try to find that. You could probably say, select 10, right? I'm not opening the document. I'm just selecting the document. Maybe you have 10 documents that you need to select. So we could change the application to say, can you open multi-select documents? And it just is going to search whatever. No different than Windows Explorer searching, but just want to give you a little example about that. So I'm going to show you one that I did yesterday. So there's me live streaming, but here's one that I did yesterday. Kind of the same thing. I just went out and said, I want to take a spreadsheet that changes, but some of the records on there I want to persist. So like maybe it's your information and my information. And once I add my information to the spreadsheet, I want it to stay. That's the premise of what we were going on. So I took the spreadsheet, I uploaded it into a database that's sitting out on Python Anywhere. I can scroll through these 58 records that are out there, but let's say this is an affiliate spreadsheet. So I want to change to my affiliate name, right? But there's other documents and other rows on here that aren't affiliate, right? They're just other useful tools that we want people to use that, you may want to have a Gmail. So here's the link to Gmail. So those I don't want to change. Those are going to stay persistent, right? But the ones that I have, I definitely don't want it to get updated. So if somebody else updates, it's a shared document, right? So if somebody else updates something, I want to make sure that my records, if I import the new version, my records don't get overwritten with the version that they may have put out there. So that's called an upsert in the database world. So I basically want to say, check all those records. If it matches, skip it. If it doesn't match, add it. If it does match and there's an update to it, update the record. But if I also can just say, completely skip this record, don't even look at it, don't even evaluate it, just in case somebody mess with it, leave this record as it is. So you can see it's pretty handy. It's not really doing anything, but I can tell it to save a record. If I want to add a new record in independently, I can delete a record. I can also come over here, and then I asked it to, when I exported the record out to be downloaded, I wanted it to not be so ugly. So you can even tell it to format the Excel to be in a table. So if you were then going to do something with it to go forward, you can just reference it as a table. So this took me, it was maybe a half an hour of prompting back and forth with Windsurf to say, and do this and do this and do this. But you can see now it has the spreadsheet that I started with versus the one that this is the one that I started with. Oh, that's not what I started with. It looked kind of like that. So I said, bring in this spreadsheet. And so now that I export it out, I can use another tool, maybe like Power Query, or I could code another one that will then, take me back to being able to format it or dump it out. Or you could use the Chat GPT to say, I want to format it in this format and like that. So I think it's super interesting. And for if you want to start working from home to make money online and you have these great ideas, or and you work with people that you could say, here's my simple application. And it's really dangerous getting into the world of application development because there's resiliency issues, right? You want to make sure that you're safe, and there's that. So you want to choose platforms and do things that in the true software development life cycle. However, if you're just wanting to do something for a friend or work from home, or you are a coder and you need some help learning, I think this is a great way to do it. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to show you, I thought that was a great new tool that I came across that really can make developing simple applications or complex a lot simpler. Have a great day.